it's Brianna from the B Word with...
Hi, it's Gia from the Saucy Truth.
You guys, I love her. We're finally here.
We're finally here.
Doing a couch conversation.
Even though we've been here for like an hour and a half talking about life.
Yeah, we've been here for a minute. We had to catch up, but now we're gonna get to these questions.
Yes.
So just pick one, and then we can go from there.
Ooh, my hand's a little thick. Do you open it or do I?
You open it.
Okay, cool.
You read it. My cat will be here.
Okay. How important is community?
I thought it was a good. I don't need to know about what you thought.
No, yeah, I think, I guess to me, well, I feel like I have different, I guess, intersections of my identity. Like, you know, like I constantly talk about being fat, transgender, and brown. But I think in this sense, you know, the most, I mean, I'm friends with a lot of brown people, you know, but for me, it's like, I think community is really important. You know, I try to advocate a lot for trans rights because I think, you know, that by being visible, we can bring more like equality towards our community. And I know that I am followed a lot by trans people, and I try to follow a lot of trans people back to show support. But yeah, I think community is everything. It's like, community is family, like, for me, you know? Yeah.
Especially for so many people who don't have family.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that goes for a lot of people that, you know, grow up in the LGBT community. Yeah. I mean, they always say, or at least I used to hear when I was younger, that family doesn't necessarily have to be blood. You can always choose your family, you know, and who you kind of surround yourself with. So yeah, I think community is really important. For sure, your community is everything.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. You killed
Great question.
I still got like question one.
Bitch, over here gonna start crying. What made you start sharing your story online? So I think that's a great question. Look at give it up for Bree. Look at all these thoughtful ones. The B, come on, the B word. So wait, let me read the question again. Okay, so what made you start sharing? Okay, so I started sharing my story because when I started my transition, there wasn't a lot of fat trans girls, you know, like I'd never met someone that was transgender and that was like visibly fat like me. You know, there is a lot of trans people like on YouTube, you know, I don't know if you know any of these people, but like Gigi Gorgeous or La Demi, or you know, Laverne Cox, Janet Mock. There is a lot of trans people out there, but none of them kind of look like me, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I was like, well, let me share my story. One of my first thoughts was like, well, I guess let me record all of this so people know what it's like, you know, to transition and kind of what people go through, not just with society, but like medically as well. So, yeah, that was one of my first, I guess, thoughts when I was starting this, but I guess I did it, or I started sharing my story because I wanted to, I guess, just be another voice for my community. You know, I think growing up, I was bullied like so much that it kind of, I don't know if you've had this experience, but like where you're bullied so much that you kind of just build this tough skin and you can like take shit, you know, like hateful comments, even though they're mean and you might feel a little bit down, you're like okay with that, you know? Yeah. Because at least that's how I feel. I feel like I can speak up. And, you know, I don't really mind the hate comments. I don't mind people making fun of me or saying that I'm crazy or wrong. As long as I know that I'm making a difference and that people are visibly, like, meeting someone that is trans. So that way the next time they meet someone, they won't be as, you know, either hateful or as confused or, you know what, you know what I'm saying? It's like... Absolutely. Yeah.
I think it's so important. And that's why one thing I always admired about you and loved about you, and then I met you and I was like, oh, like... that's my girl. Like, that's just what it is. No, because you're so honest and outspoken and transparent with people. And I think that's refreshing.